What up, ladies and gentlemen? Freaks is back here once again, bringing you Game 2 between Noodolsky and DrZerg. And up here on the top right of MLG's Antigua Shipyard is going to be the red Protoss Noodolsky. And over here, in the bottom left, is the blue Zerg, DrZerg. And that last game on ESV Core Hall Compound, DrZerg took that game away, currently has a 1-0 lead over his opponent. We're going to see Noodolsky definitely put up a fight this game, trying to keep himself in this tournament. This is actually in the winner's bracket, so none of these players have to worry about being eliminated, and DrZerg apparently is involved with something. All things go with this game. I think I'm in Noodolsky's boots right here, DrZerg. I don't really follow what you were trying to say. Song. Okay, it's a song. Alright, I guess I'll have to look that up and find out what the hell you're talking about, buddy. But, yeah, we see this probe coming from Noodolsky, doing some super early scouting, and we've got this Overlord, which is just going to take ages to get up to Noodolsky's base. Hi, person casting this. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kyle? Love you. Love you very much. You and your goddamn 7-roach rush. Supply block from Noodolsky. Down goes that first pylon. We'll see, does he put up a second one like last game, or does he put down a gate? Let's see a gate. Come on. Oh, there's the gate. There's the gate. No second pylon this time. I like that. Better timing. Though that pylon did finish around 11. I can't remember if you put that down at 9 or 8. But whenever I play Protoss, I never cease to get supply blocked with that first pylon. I don't really know what the timings at all. So, anyway, who cares about that? Who cares about me playing Protoss? Because I hate Protoss. I play Terran. So, whoa, extra Overlord. Let's check that out. Production tab up. Huh. You're not making any Overlords. You're 15 or 26, dude. Yes, the spawning pool is finishing up. Almost. Is this identical timing? I don't know. I would like to see him do something else other than a 7-roach rush, just because all ends are kind of boring. I mean, they work. Obviously, we saw that the last game. But not really sure if he has any other builds up his sleeve. Balls up in this game so hard. Dude, you are. Come on, 7-roach rush. Man, we all love that. Balls up. He didn't save up gas for metabolic boost. Not making any links. So I have a feeling he's just going to go for roaches straight away. And we'll see if it works again. There's that roach war, and we are going to see a 7-roach rush from DrZerg once again. And this time it's on a new map. Completely different map. You know, you actually got to scout where your opponent's at this time, which he already has, so he knows where he's at. 5.5 minutes, we're going to see around 7 roaches come out and head towards the doorstep of Noodolsky, but this time he didn't screw up his pylon timings. He's got 2 gateways. You might be able to get enough stalkers out early on, maybe even an immortal if he puts down a robo here sometime soon to fend off of these roaches. It's got a proxy pylon right there, which could lead him to get his own offensive on this game, possibly attacking first by warping in some units pretty close before these roaches get out. But man, DrZerg, you are confusing me. You do the same roach timing that you did the first game, but you get an expansion and you're going for ling speed. So perhaps you aren't going for a 7-roach rush, but you're just trying to fool the caster. You witty little bastard. I honestly don't know what he's going for at this point. Obviously, planning to make some roaches with this guy right here, but maybe that's just to throw off his opponent if he ever does any scouting. Hell, I don't know, but we see a lot of lings coming out right now. We see 6 Zerglings, and they are going to head over to this base of Noodolsky. Possibly, if he does anything like he normally does, his firstlings will head over there and do some scouting. Check out what's going on. His expansion, his natural is finished. Also, that's another thing I want to mention. He's actually got his forge up, so possibly going to make some photon cannons once again. But no, I would like to see Noodolsky expand to his natural this time around instead of going way across the map. Whether is he planning to expand here? Oh, come on. The natural is the best choice to expand, obviously. So we'll see if he decides to either go for his natural or go for right here. Right now it appears he's going to try to expand at some point in this game to his third base. I guess that's a bit of an improvement because it's not his opponent's fifth, rather his own third. But we see here DrZerg has scouted this proxy pylon, which means that that is actually one of two pylons. If this goes down, then all of his proxies are not gone. He's still got that other one. But it's probably going to make DrZerg feel a little bit safer, though it's a false sense of security because he can still warp in down here and just run right into the base if DrZerg has an out-of-place army. You know, ball of lings running around the map, get some free drone kills and stuff. But yes, we do see the third expansion. It's not even the third expansion, just the third spot for an expansion, I suppose, is where his second goes. So he's skipping his natural once again. I'd like to know what his thinking is behind it, what his thought process exactly is behind skipping his natural to get his first expansion. But at least it's actually a semi-early time. He might be able to keep up with macro at this point, should his opponent not hit him too soon. But if he got some income going over here, obviously you need a couple more gates with that, unless he's going for some crazy Stargate Robo. Obviously not making anything out of the Robo. Maybe rushing for Void Rays. I can't really tell right now. Presence from the Silver League is what Ken would call this. See that third nice cancel there by DrZerg. He was making an expansion, but he caught that those zealots were being warped in, and now he is aware that this proxy pylon here is up and functioning. I don't know if he's actually caught this one since he hasn't really done anything about it. I think he just has an overlord there to scout, you know, just to see if anything does get warped in, so he can be ready for it. That might be his thinking right there. But as Noodolsky, I wouldn't warp anything here anyway, just because the overlord can just plain see you right there, knows everything you're up to. If you decide to warp in something right there, but maybe he doesn't care enough to actually go and kill this proxy pylon. Maybe he feels comfortable knowing it's there. Knowing that if opponent tries to do any kind of mass warp, or never mind, he's gonna go up there and kill it, take it out, which is the best idea I know, in my opinion. Because if Dark Templars or something crazy like that come out of there, that is bad news. Like Ken would always say to me, when in doubt, Dark Templar. And honestly, that'd be kind of cool to see. Though, yeah, we do see some Void Rays, which could be very effective if he decides to make a good amount of them, considering he's just got a lot of roaches down here for DrZerg. Good amount of Void Rays are just going to crush this. But yeah, I'd like to see some DTs. The only person I've really seen use them a whole lot is Scipio, at least in these tournaments, because he's kind of that non-standard player. He likes to be creative and do crazy stuff, DTs included. DTs suck. I hate them. Let that be a hint to all of you Protoss players that I might be playing in the future. You use DTs, man, I'm screwed. There's your free tip for the day. But yeah, we do see the one Void Ray here. More being created. Two out of there. It doesn't look like he quite has the income to support that many Void Rays in production at the same time. He needs to get on this gas right here. He needs to chrono boost some more probes out so he can actually get these Void Rays done. But if he gets a lot of these and there are no Hydras, which, mark my words by the way, there are 6 coming out right now. With a lot of Void Rays, he could do a lot of damage to these roaches. I mean, if you think about it, one Void Ray could take out all these roaches just because they can't spit in the sky, apparently. They can only shoot straight. So, yeah. Anyway, we see these Hydras joining the fray. That could be dangerous to any Void Ray encounters. Hydras, while if you have a fully charged Void Ray, they can take out Hydras very, very quickly. That amount of anti-air is just going to shred through any low amount of Void Rays, but looks like he's making a decent amount here. Like I said before, he does need to keep up with the gas income, but at this point it looks like he needs the mineral income as well just to keep producing these Void Rays. He's got 3 of them, and no ground units, aside from that Stalker. So he feels content just to go air right now. Honestly, I feel like if DrZerg pushed at this point, he could probably win this game because of the lack of ground units coming from Noodolsky. But we'll see what actually happens with these Void Rays right here. He could do some very annoying harass with them, trying to keep his opponent in his base, but it looks like he's going to move out. Or not. Maybe he's trying to trick me once again. Sneaky little bastard, DrZerg. Sad day. See these Void Rays incoming. Sad day for these drones as well. If they... Alright, there they go, there they go. Pick off some drones. He's going to go right for the hatchery. Now the queen is going to fall. That is one less inject DrZerg has, but he needs to pull back or these hydras are just going to slay him. Oh my god, no, this is horrible positioning for his Void Rays. They're all just going to get wiped. Oh my god, that is a horrible loss. That is too bad for you, Noodolsky. You just lost all your Void Rays. And, man, if that happened a little bit sooner, you would have been okay because you would have been facing only roaches. But, a little bit too late. Too little, too late. You see a third expansion coming. Noodolsky. Again, skipping his fourth and going straight for the fifth. So once again, just skipping this open spot that a standard player would probably take and trying to hide that third expansion. But I like to see that he is actually expanding. That's a good thing. A lot of players in lower leagues are content to play off of one base, even two bases, just for entire games. But it's nice to see that these players are actually expanding to their thirds and such, which we see DrZerg obviously got a long time ago. And I think that might have been the hint that Noodolsky took. He saw his opponent had a third, so he decided that he should have to get up his own third, which is a good move, just to stay on par as far as macro goes. Continuing to make these Void Rays, but we'll see if he actually places a fleet beacon and goes for some carriers. Skeet 70 style, or Zafikian, whatever his name is, Murph, I'm talking about you, your 11-minute carrier rush, and there that fleet beacon finishes. I didn't even notice that before. I guess I should be watching the production tab a little bit more, but that fleet beacon does finish, and he's probably going to start making carriers soon. The bad thing is, though, he doesn't have all that much gas income, so he's not going to make a whole lot. Unless he gets probes on this gas. He needs one more on here to be saturated, and then 3 and 3 on here, and he'll be able to easily make a bunch of carriers. Got one carrier in production already. A lot of Void Rays. Let's see, how many is that? 7 Void Rays? Not including that one, that'll make 8, but that one's just kind of not doing a whole lot right now. Spinning around in circles. Some kind of crazy alien spaceship. Look at that. Where do they sit? Where is that guy? Is he like right in there? No, he waved at me. Cool. Alright. It's interesting. To see that DrZerg has scouted the expansion. The third expansion has been found by DrZerg, and this mass roach hydra army is just gonna head up there to take it out, and it's not gonna be good news at all. But he's just gonna miss all these Void Rays. Oh, he's pulling them back. Never mind. But yeah, those hydras are just gonna be devastating to these Void Rays. They're just like slower, beefier Marines, I suppose. Just so good at anti-air. It's gonna shred right through these Void Rays. And they aren't out of range, so he's just leaving them to die. That is no good at all. Even with their upgrades, they're just gonna get torn right to pieces. Colossi, man, that is your answer to those Void Rays. Or Hydrolus, excuse me. Got his carrier out, got 3 more in production. That is awesome, 3 carriers. But we do see that this Roach Hydra army is going to be closing down on Noodolsky. He's gonna go for these rocks. Holy photon cannon spat, man. And just gonna be avoiding that expansion. Or not. This is actually a good idea. Just go in there and destroy this, because once he gets that down, Noodolsky is almost out of minerals here at his main, so it's just going to be basically game 1 at that point. Not going to be able to do a whole lot. Now he's got to create his interceptors. Just fire them off at the enemy. Hopefully these carriers are able to do some damage, but looks looks like this Hydra just killed him pretty damn quickly. You see all these interceptors going to do some damage to these roaches since they can't exactly shoot air, but I think Kyle is pretty comfortable with these Hydralisks, able to combat these carriers right here. 2-2 upgrades. Oh man, these carriers can be very scary. Honestly, I feel like even if he does hold us off, the game is just lost, because there's just too many units for these carriers, and only 3 of them. Mark my words. Only 3 of them. Only 3 carriers cannot take on huge Zerg armies like this. Sure, they're like a tier whatever, tier 5, tier 6, crazy high tier unit, and they're powerful. Don't get me wrong, they're powerful, but only 4 of them cannot take on an army like this size, especially with all those Hydralisks. He's very far behind as far as macro goes at this point. We see he's trying to get his expansion down over here, but it's just not going to work out for him, especially if DrZerg pushes right now, which it looks like he's about to do. Just going to A-click once again. 2-2 upgrades, very effective. Man, those carriers are just so scary. 5 of them now. He doesn't have the money to make any more. But all these gateways are just going to fall. You can see that the interceptors are actually doing a bit of damage, but if he just goes in too close aims, keep him back. Keep him back just like Brood Lords needs to keep those carriers safe, because if those Hydralisks get in too close, he is done for. Not to say that he has any kind of chance at this point. He is on 1 base as opposed to the 4 base of his opponent, well, 3 base, 4th going up. At the gold, not only that. Yeah, this is just game over, just about. I'm expecting to see a GG at least sometime soon here. Roach and Hydra just tearing through everything. The main base is just going to get completely wiped out just like the last game. I guess he feels like he could go back here to this base and, using 1 probe, get back into this game. And that's a very, very good setup for something Ken would like to say. To quote Day 9, all you need to win a game is a probe and a chair. And that's exactly what we've got. 1 probe. 5 minerals at a time. I know he's going to get back in this game, guys. I know it. He's got knobs, probe, Void Ray, and 5 carriers. That's about it. It's not really a whole lot else he's got. So we can see if he I don't know how much longer he's gonna last, but we can see if, I mean, he at least makes some sort of comeback. I don't know. Those 5 carriers are definitely pretty scary, but we can see this Roach Hydra Ball exactly like the last game. He's just gonna be searching all over the map for these expansions, and once he finds it, I'm going. Okay, he's conceding. That's good. That's good. Essentially, that basically makes it easy for DrZerg to win the game 2-0. And very manner from Noodolsky. I like that. Congrats. You know, not rage quitting or anything like that, like we've seen from a couple people in this tournament. Not that that's a problem. You know, it's just a personality thing. But yeah, he conceded. He knew he didn't have a chance even with 5 carriers. And yeah, he had 1 probe. So it was probably a good idea there to concede. Gave the GG. DrZerg GG as well. And like I said, that puts DrZerg at a 2-0 lead. He takes this series away. DrZerg stays in the winner's bracket of the Bronze Silver tournament, and Noodolsky falls down to the loser's bracket. And thanks for watching, guys. And stay tuned for some more games of the Hive Mind Summer Tournament. I'm going to try and get these all uploaded to you as soon as possible, so be patient. Thank you.